Who doesn't like a delicious Twix bar? Twix has won the hearts of chocolate lovers throughout the world thanks to the delightful snap of its biscuit foundation and the creamy caramel and silky milk chocolate covering. But have you ever thought about how this classic snack was created or where it all started? In this video, we'll delve into the interesting history of Twix and follow the complicated production process from the cocoa bean to the neatly packed chocolate bar you adore. Stay tuned, for there is more to Twix than meets the eye. Prepare for a behind-the-scenes peek at how this iconic candy bar is created, including with surprises along the way. Twix, formerly known as Raider, had made its debut in the United Kingdom in 1967. It was part of Mars Incorporated's range, which already had a solid reputation for making chocolate delights such as the legendary Snickers and Mars bars. Twix prospered for over 2 decades under the Raider brand, becoming a European favorite. However, Mars had bigger plans for this product. Mars rebranded the candy Twix in 1991 to help unify the brand for global markets. The new name was chosen because it combines the words twin and mix, brilliantly underlining the bar's 2 main ingredients, biscuit and caramel. Twix did not stop there. It swiftly became into a global sensation. Twix is now distributed in over 100 countries, with production sites across the world producing millions of bars every day to meet rising demand. Despite being a relatively recent addition to Mars's candy collection, Twix has secured its position among older, well-known chocolate products. Whether you like the left Twix or the right Twix, one thing is certain: Twix has taken the globe by storm. Before we go into the details of Twix manufacture, it's crucial to understand where the chocolate originates from: cocoa beans. These beans form the center of each chocolate bar, including Twix. Twix bars include chocolate derived from Theobroma cacao plants, which are native to tropical countries like West Africa, Southeast Asia, and Central and South America. Cocoa growing is a complex and labor-intensive procedure since these trees can only grow in a restricted zone of the equator, where the temperature is hot and humid. One important part of cocoa production is the hand-picking of cocoa pods. Each pod is about the size of a football and has up to 50 cocoa beans within. These pods emerge from the tree's trunk and branches, first green and progressively turning orange as they ripen. Due to the delicate nature of the pods and flowers that grow directly from the tree's trunk, farm workers utilize machetes or specially adapted hooked blades to manually pick the pods. Machines are avoided since they can easily harm both the trees and the delicate pods. After harvesting, the pods are split open to reveal the cocoa beans. However, you may be surprised to learn that fresh cocoa beans do not look or taste like the chocolate we know and love. These beans must go through a complicated set of procedures before developing the flavor we identify with chocolate. After the cocoa beans are harvested from the pods, they go through a fermentation process, which is critical in producing the chocolate's flavor character. The beans are either placed in shallow trays or wrapped in banana leaves and let to ferment for 5 to 8 days. During this period, the heat from fermentation helps the beans to darken and produce their distinct chocolate flavor. The beans are stirred occasionally to ensure that they ferment evenly. After fermentation is complete, the beans must be dried to minimize moisture content. This is often accomplished by putting the beans out in the sun for approximately a week. Drying is an important process that not only preserves but also prepares the beans for their lengthy voyage. After drying, the beans lose almost half of their original weight and are bundled into bags ready for shipment to chocolate manufacturers such as Mars Incorporated. When the dried cocoa beans arrive to the chocolate factory, they are transformed into chocolate through a number of procedures. The first procedure is roasting the beans to improve their flavor and give them the rich, dark color we associate with chocolate. Roasting also makes the bean shells more brittle, making them easier to remove. After roasting, the beans are broken apart to reveal the chocolate nibs within. These nibs are the center of the cocoa bean, and they will eventually form chocolate. The nibs are then run through sieves and separated by size in a process called as winnowing. After sorting, the nibs are crushed into a paste called cocoa liquor, sometimes known as cocoa mass. Despite its name, cocoa liquor contains no alcohol. Rather, it is a liquid form of pure chocolate produced by the heat created during the grinding process. The high-fat content of the nibs, in the form of cocoa butter, melts, resulting in a smooth, liquid consistency. At this stage, the cocoa liquor can be further processed to separate the cocoa butter from the cocoa solids. But for Twix bars, the combination will be used to make the trademark milk chocolate coating. Now that we have the chocolate, we can go on to the other two important components of the Twix bar, the biscuit and the caramel. Twix is distinguished by its delicious blend of textures, and each step in the manufacturing process has been meticulously optimized to produce the ideal balance of crunch and creaminess. And the procedure begins with the fabrication of the biscuit foundation, which is made by combining together a secret cookie dough recipe. This dough is pressed into shape using a brass circular die to create the classic biscuit shape that gives Twix its delightful crunch. Every day, about 50 tons of this cookie dough are created in the facilities, cooked to perfection, and then cooled. Once the cookie foundation is ready, add the caramel. The caramel, cooked to precisely 105-degree fires, is uniformly distributed over the top of the baked biscuit. This stage is critical because the warm caramel has to flow easily, while also setting rapidly to produce the right texture in the finished product. After the caramel layer has cooled, the bars are finished with a chocolate coating. The chocolate, formed from the milk chocolate mixture previously prepared, is poured over the caramel-coated cookie, encasing the entire bar in a thick velvety coating. After the Twix bars are fully assembled, they enter the final stage of production, packaging. One of the primary reasons for Twix's global popularity is its distinctive packaging, which not only keeps the bars fresh, but also distinguishes between the notorious left and right Twix in several areas. The packing procedure is heavily mechanized. The completed Twix bars are placed on conveyor belts and rapidly wrapped in plastic. The packaging machinery guarantees that each bar is correctly wrapped, preserving the freshness of the caramel and biscuit. Once wrapped, the bars are put into boxes and shipped to retailers throughout the world. Twix production is a massive operation, with factories churning out up to 700,000 bars each day. Twix is sold in over 100 countries, ranging from small convenience stores to huge supermarkets, making it one of the world's most well-known chocolate bars. Despite the massive scale of production, Mars assures that each Twix bar is of the same excellent quality, no matter where you find it. Did you know that Twix is manufactured by the same firm that makes Mars bars, M&M's, Milky Way, Snickers, and Skittles? Mars Incorporated is a candy powerhouse, but it also manufactures non-chocolate products such as pet food brands, Pedigree and Royal Canin, and ready-made meals such as Ben's Original Rice. Mars is most known for its sweets, although its portfolio is quite diversified. Twix was invented in the United Kingdom before being brought to the American market. Another fascinating fact: chocolate bar manufacture may have originated before the French Revolution, which began in 1789. François-Louis Caillier, a Swiss chocolatier, is credited with creating the first mass-produced chocolate bar in 1819. Twix didn't make its debut until 1967. Yet it has had a long-lasting influence on the worldwide chocolate industry. And there you have it, the whole Twix journey, from its historical origins to the intricate manufacturing process that transforms simple ingredients into one of the world's most popular chocolate bars. Twix is a true result of artistry, from the harvesting of cocoa beans in tropical regions to the accuracy necessary in caramel and biscuit production. Take a moment to appreciate the amount of effort, technology, and tradition that goes into making a Twix bar. If you enjoyed learning about the production of Twix, please give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth looks into the world of chocolate and beyond. Until next time, happy snacking!